the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the rookie George Pickens. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Steelers and the Dolphins on Sunday.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. From the 30 on second down. Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Second down, here's Mostert again. Able to slither by. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. Our first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. But Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like that, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Harris running straight ahead. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. They hand this off to Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Steelers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett now from the gun here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun, here's Pickett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause of all rookies. They have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Miami set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Down right around the 25. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to get drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. From midfield, here's Tua. And that's knocked away and incomplete. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Presley Harvin now. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on second down. Tua hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Tua now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a counter there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, good move. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work. Victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free.